Yesterday, in Washington, D.C., a historic ceremony unfolded, drawing the eyes of the world to a moment many thought might never come. The city, known for its pivotal role in shaping global events, became the stage for a new chapter in African diplomacy. The event took place at the Donald J. Trump United States Institute of Peace, a venue dedicated to resolving conflict and fostering dialogue between nations. Its halls have witnessed many important discussions, but few as significant as this. President Trump, together with Rwandan President Paul Kagame and DRC President Felix Tshisekedi, signed the Washington Accord, an ambitious agreement designed to end decades of conflict and mistrust between Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The signing marked a turning point, as leaders who were once adversaries now stood united in their commitment to peace. The world watched as these leaders pledged to turn a page on a history marked by violence, displacement, and deep-rooted animosity. Cameras flashed and news outlets broadcast the event live, capturing the gravity of the moment for millions around the globe. The Great Lakes region, long plagued by instability and hardship, has endured generations of suffering. For countless families in Rwanda and the DRC, war has been a constant shadow. Now, this accord offers a glimmer of hope for millions who have only known conflict, promising the possibility of a safer, more prosperous future. President Trump called it a monumental achievement, emphasizing that this agreement could usher in a new era of cooperation and prosperity for Africa. He spoke of the courage it took for all parties to come together, and the responsibility they now share to ensure lasting peace. For Kagame and Tshisekedi, their presence together in Washington was more than a diplomatic gesture. It was a powerful symbol of political will and a genuine commitment to reconciliation. Their willingness to engage in dialogue and compromise has inspired hope across the continent. The agreement's impact extends far beyond Africa's borders. Global observers see it as a test case for a new model of peacemaking, one that links security to economic opportunity and development. Diplomats and analysts alike are watching closely, hopeful that this approach could be replicated elsewhere. A stable Central Africa could become a new engine of growth, innovation, and partnership in addressing global challenges such as poverty, climate change, and migration. The region's potential is vast, and peace is the key to unlocking it. The Washington Accord is more than a handshake. It's a declaration that a different, peaceful future is possible. It stands as a beacon of hope, reminding us all that even the deepest divisions can be healed through courage, dialogue, and a shared vision for a better tomorrow. To grasp the magnitude of the Washington Accord, we must understand the conflict's roots. The 1994 Rwandan genocide saw nearly 800,000 killed, and Hutu militias fled into eastern Congo, sowing seeds of further violence. These groups, like the FDLR, continued to threaten Rwanda, prompting Rwandan interventions in Congo and sparking Africa's World War. The conflict soon became about control of Congo's vast mineral wealth, with Rwanda accused of backing rebel groups like M23, and the DRC government struggling to maintain control. Years of proxy warfare and broken peace deals left eastern Congo a battleground for dozens of armed groups. The local population has suffered most, caught between armies, rebels, and militias. For them, peace has been a distant dream, overshadowed by daily violence and exploitation. The Washington Accord aims to break this cycle and offer a new path forward. The Washington Accord is built on mutual obligations to dismantle the drivers of conflict. Rwanda has pledged to end all support for the M23 armed group, a major source of instability in eastern Congo. In return, the DRC promises to take decisive action against the FDLR and other Hutu militias threatening Rwanda. The accord establishes joint intelligence sharing, coordinated military operations, and a monitoring mechanism with international observers. It also mandates reopening diplomatic channels and regular high-level meetings to build trust. Both nations commit to respecting each other's borders, ending years of cross-border incursions and proxy warfare. The agreement is a roadmap from conflict to peaceful coexistence with clear, reciprocal promises. Its simplicity and clarity offer a powerful blueprint for a hopeful new chapter. The path will be difficult, but the foundation for peace is stronger than ever. President Trump's direct involvement was crucial in bringing the Washington Accord to life. After renewed fighting in eastern Congo, the Trump administration launched high-stakes diplomacy, favoring direct engagement over multilateral approaches. Trump linked peace to economic benefits, offering American investment as an incentive for compromise. His personal calls and meetings with Kagame and Tshisekedi added urgency and weight to the negotiations. The signing ceremony in Washington was carefully orchestrated to highlight Trump's role as dealmaker. Trump declared it a major foreign policy triumph, positioning himself as a global peacemaker. By offering clear rewards and applying pressure, he brought two adversaries to the table. The result, an unconventional but potentially transformative agreement. The Washington Accord is underpinned by a powerful economic package. American companies will invest in extracting critical minerals like copper and cobalt from both Rwanda and the DRC. This formalizes trade, cuts off illicit funding for armed groups, and offers both countries a path to development. Trump promised shared prosperity, giving both governments a strong incentive to maintain peace. For the U.S., securing mineral supplies is a strategic move in its competition with China. The economic package includes major infrastructure projects, like a new railway connecting mineral-rich regions to global markets. This investment aims to boost regional trade and integration, benefiting both Africa and American interests. By tying peace to prosperity, the accord creates powerful incentives for stability. The economic glue is designed to hold the fragile peace together. If successful, it could transform the region's future. Despite the diplomatic triumph, eastern Congo remains volatile. Gunfire continues, and the M23 movement still controls parts of North Kivu, despite Rwanda's pledge to withdraw support. Ceasefires are fragile, and many armed groups operate independently of either government. The FDLR and other militias are deeply embedded, making them difficult to dismantle. Past military operations have often harmed civilians more than militias. Real peace will require disarming groups, reconciling communities and building the rule of law, village by village. The hope of the accord is real, but the challenges on the ground are immense. For many, the echoes of war still drown out the promises of peace. At the signing ceremony, the leaders' words revealed not only their hopes and intentions, but also the weight of history and the promise of a new beginning. The atmosphere was charged with anticipation, as dignitaries and observers from around the world gathered to witness a moment that could reshape the future of an entire region. Trump praised Kagame and Tshisekedi as brave men choosing peace over conflict, declaring, "This is a great day for Africa and a great day for the world." His words echoed through the hall, signaling a rare moment of unity and optimism. For many, it was a sign that international cooperation could bring about real change. President Tshisekedi called the accord a turning point, opening the door to a new era of friendship and shared prosperity. He spoke of the dreams of ordinary people and the hope that this agreement would finally bring lasting peace to their lives. "We choose peace over war, hope over despair for our children," he said. His words resonated deeply, especially with those who had endured years of uncertainty and conflict, and who now dared to imagine a brighter future. President Kagame acknowledged the difficult road ahead, stressing that peace depends on genuine implementation and mutual trust. He reminded everyone that true reconciliation would require patience, honesty, and a willingness to confront painful truths. "We cannot remain prisoners of the past," Kagame stated. "This peace can only be built on mutual responsibility." His message was clear: the mistakes of yesterday must not dictate the possibilities of tomorrow. Together, their statements constructed a narrative of transformation and resolve. The leaders stood side by side, united by a shared vision and a commitment to move forward. Trump positioned himself as the dealmaker, Tshisekedi, the hopeful leader, Kagame, the cautious realist. Each brought a unique perspective, but all were bound by the urgency of the moment and the responsibility to deliver on their promises. Their collective message was clear: this time, things must be different. The world had seen too many failed agreements, but today, hope was rekindled. The world watched, hoping their words would become reality, and that the seeds of peace planted here would finally take root and flourish for generations to come. Despite the celebration, experts remain cautious. Many past peace deals have failed, and the region's deep-rooted tensions and illicit economies are hard to overcome. Enforcing the accord in a vast, unstable region is a major challenge. Economic incentives depend on creating real security, something the region has long lacked. The process relies heavily on the current leader's commitment and continued U.S. engagement. Without including local communities and armed actors, spoilers could undermine peace. Still, the accord has inspired genuine hope, aligning elite interests with those of ordinary people. The road ahead is long, but for the first time in years, there's a clear path forward. The Washington Accord is more than a bilateral deal. It's a turning point in the story of a continent. It stands as a beacon of hope for Africa, shining a light on what's possible when nations choose dialogue over division. The accord challenges the narrative of endless conflict and instability that has too often defined the region, showing that bold leadership, vision, and genuine partnership can resolve even the toughest disputes and heal old wounds. If peace holds, it could inspire other nations to pursue diplomacy, negotiation, and compromise over violence and mistrust. It could unlock Africa's vast potential, allowing its people to dream bigger and build a brighter future. A stable Great Lakes region could drive economic growth, regional integration, and development across the continent, opening new opportunities for millions. Globally, the accord offers a new model, linking security to investment and showing that peace can be both profitable and sustainable. It encourages the world to see Africa not just as a place of challenge, but as a land of opportunity and innovation. If successful, this approach could be adapted to other conflicts worldwide, offering hope to regions in turmoil. The true test will be its impact on ordinary lives, on children who can now walk to school safely, and families who can finally return home. These small, everyday victories are the real measure of peace. The journey from agreement to reality is long, and challenges remain, but optimism is justified by the courage shown today. On this day, the world has reason to hope and to believe in the power of unity. The Washington Accord is a testament to the enduring power of diplomacy, and a reminder that peace is always possible when people come together. Today, a new dawn rises over Africa, carrying with it the promise of a better tomorrow for all.